Hello everyone, Ratty Reacts here, and today I'm going to be reacting to Wasteland Baby by Hozier. So I'm actually doing this one live right now. I'm excited to listen to this one. I've heard some of the songs off of this one, and obviously I liked the Hozier songs I've reacted to on my channel so far. So I think I'm going to have a good time getting into this. So the first song is Nina Cried Power featuring Mavis Staples. I'm not sure if I've heard of Mavis Staples before. Staples sounds familiar, but I think I'm thinking of Vince Staples whenever that comes to mind. So, and it's a music video also. Let's get right into that one. Got the volume up? Alright, let's get started.
It's not the waking, it's the rising. It is the grounding of a foot uncompromising. It's the light and it's the obstacle that casts it. It's the heat that drives the light. It's the fire it ignites. It's not the waking, it's the rising.
Ooh, I
it's
like
not
that.
The song, it is the singing.
His voice just hits different sometimes. Yeah, it looks like he's about to get into the chorus. Yeah, so far I really like the introduction. It's like big on the drums. As always, Hozier's voice is amazing. It's I'm not sure what it's talking about so far. I'll have to see if I understand it better as the song goes on. Maybe I will, maybe I won't. If I don't, I'll just have you guys inform me. That'll be awesome. Okay, let's get back to it.
And I could cry.
Oh, wait a minute. Is that the Always Sunny in Philadelphia actor? I can't tell with the light on her face or not. That must be Mavis Staples in the background.
It's not the war, but what's behind it.
Again, these drums are great.
And I could cry.
I feel bad for not fully understanding the lyrics straight away, but from what I'm getting so far, it seems like it's a, maybe it's trying to, like, talk for the people who don't have voices, if I'm getting that right. I mean, it seems to be a pretty powerful message because there's, like, people crying in the music video. I wonder if I, like, knew what he's trying to get across beforehand, if it would hit that hard for me as well. Yeah, Mavis Staples' voice is powerful. Ooh, what a switch up.
I've been cried by those stronger than me, straight into the face that tells you to rattle your chains if you love being free.
Lord, I could cry. 'Cause power is my love when my love reaches to me. James Brown cried power. See, gotta cry power. More than cried power. James cried power. Little cried power. Hattie
Okay, yeah, I really like that one. We're off to a great start with this album. I've noticed it's mentioning a bunch of names where it's like so-and-so cried power, so-and-so cried power. Again, it seems like it's some form of, it's like an overall message talking about people who are either fighting for others or like their rights, or it's like a specific group of people's rights that he's trying to speak out for. I'm not quite sure. Fill me in on that one if you know. So far, my Hozier audience has been pretty good at filling me in on all the things I'm not quite tuned in on the Hozier songs. Oh yeah, okay, yeah, I've heard this one. I might have this actually saved in my library on Spotify. Here, 1 second. My lyrics aren't working. I was trying to pull up the lyrics so I could follow along a little better. Okay, there we go. It's working now.
Came in from the outside, burned out from a joyride. She likes to roll here in my ashes anyway.
Tap dancing.
Played from the bedside, still about starlight. There was my heart, the drums that start off night and day. The same kind of music haunts her bedroom. I'm almost me again. She's almost you. And I wouldn't know where to start. Sweet music playing in the dark. Be still my foolish heart. Don't ruin this on me. I wouldn't know where to start. Sweet music playing in the dark. Be still my foolish heart. Don't ruin this on me. Tell me who.
Okay, yeah. So, like I said, I've heard this one before, but it's been a while, so I don't quite remember like how each part goes. But yeah, I really like the chorus for this song. I like the guitar, and I can't tell if that's clapping in the background or if it's because it showed tap dancing in the video. I wonder if it's the heels hitting the ground or like the tap shoes hitting the ground, because it kind of sounds like that, but it could just be clapping or something. I'm not quite sure.
And I'd be thanking them, the numbered lovers of Duke Ellington. Do I owe each kiss to lip and cheek as soft as chick can sing? Let's get lost and let the good times roll. Let's smoke rings from this paper doll. I got some color back, she thinks so too. I laugh like me again, she laughs like you. I wouldn't know where to start with music playing in the dark. Be still my foolish heart, don't ruin this on me. I wouldn't know where to start with music playing in the dark. Be still my foolish heart, don't ruin this on me. I wouldn't know it.
There it is again, the tap dancing. Oops. I should have paused for that. I should have just kept on talking through it.
Don't ruin this on me.
I've never noticed that in the background. Is that it's like they mixed an organ, like a church organ, with a choir to like, it's like almost like reverberating off of the choir voice. I don't know. It's such a weird and interesting sound. I can't believe I've never noticed that, or at least I haven't been paying attention to that sound before. Wow, I love finding out new things in songs that I've heard before.
Very thought of you and there my blue. A love supreme seems far removed. I get along without you very well some other nights. Lord, the radio news reader chimes, reporting Russian lullabies. She'll turn to me awake and ask, is everything alright? And love, I wouldn't know where to start with music playing in the dark. It's still my foolish heart, don't ruin this on me. I wouldn't know where to start with music.
I really like this chorus. I love how everybody's having like a good time in the music video too. Yeah, again, another great song so far. So we're off to a fantastic start. First two songs sound really good. I think this one is more of just like I love somebody type of song, if I'm not mistaken. Although Hozier's lyrics always have so much more meaning that I'm unaware of. Again, though, you guys are always good about filling me in on that. So I'm sure you'll clear that up if there's anything more to this one. Oh no, I've heard this one too. I want to make it clear I have not heard this whole album before. I think I've only heard like 3, maybe 4 songs, and this is one of them. I definitely really like this one too. Getting that out of the way now.
I still watch you when you're grooving, as if through water from the bottom of a pool. You're moving without moving, and when you move, I'm moved. You are a cold emotion. There all of you a verb in perfect view, like Jonah on the ocean. When you move, I'm moved. When you move, I'm put to mind.
I've never seen this video before though.
When you move, I could never define all that you are to me.
Oh, what is happening? It's like a copy of them. Both of them have their shirts torn. I think he's about to start dancing. It looks like he's just gonna like fully break out into dance, which makes sense because this song always reminds me of dancing, or like falling in love with somebody with dancing or something, or dancing with someone. I don't know. I feel like every time I listen to it, it's got a different feeling or meaning to it. I'm wondering how the music video is gonna like display its meaning for this song. Let's see. Yep, there is dancing. They're both dancing.
Shake like the bud of a willow tree. You do it naturally. Move me, baby. You are the rite of movement. You less balloon and leaping.
I love the natural lighting too.
Fred is there in sequence, honey. You're Atlas and it's sleeping. And when you move, I'm moved. When you move, I can recall something that's gone from me. When you move, honey, I'm putting all something so flawed and free. So move me, baby. Shake like the bough of a willow tree. You do it naturally. Move me, baby.
Woohoo.
So move me, baby.
Great spin.
Like if nothing left to prove, but nothing to lose. Move.
I'm so confused by the video though.
Oh, baby, oh, baby.
Also, I feel like it's worth mentioning, this song always gives, it's like a dark like moody feel to it. Like as if there's something creepy going on in the background. If you catch what I'm saying. I'm not sure how clear that is. I don't know. It's just, there's something like spooky going on somewhere. That's kind of what the vibes that it gives me. Especially this bridge here in the middle.
Move like gray sky, move like a bird of paradise, move like a north side, come out at night.
This dancing's kind of going crazy. Not even kind of, it just is going crazy.
Shake like the bough of a willow tree. You do it naturally. Move me, baby. So move me, baby.
There's just more and more copies as the video goes on. I feel like this could be in a movie. Yeah, again, third song on the album, really crazy good. I have no idea what's happening in the music video other than all the dancing. I like what's happening. I'm not sure what it actually is though, so feel free to explain that to me. Yeah, and again, I think the music or the song is about like either dancing or like, again, another like love type song. I don't want to call it a love song because it's not quite that. I don't know. Anyways, I'll just get to the next one. I really like this one. I really love the album cover. I didn't think it'd pick up that soon.
For starts, what a waste to say the heart could feel apart or feel complete, baby. Why would you make out of words a cage for your own bird when it sings so sweet, the screaming, leaving fuckery of the world? Why would you offer her name to the same old tired pain when all things come from nothing? And honey, if nothing's gained, my heart is thrilled by the still.
Oh, it dropped off a bit.
That's how I know now that you understand it.
So far I'm liking this one. I like the beginning, like guitar riff type thing that he's doing. It picked up, like I said, sooner than what I was expecting, because it went straight, like, from like kind of low key, it went up pretty quickly. Again, his lyrics are pretty they're definitely deep. It's something that I know people that have like listened to this a lot understand a lot better. It's definitely something I would have to listen to several times to fully get, but it sounds like he's talking about, like, because it says, why would you make out of words a cage for your own bird? So it's like people holding themselves back from saying what they really want to say. At least that's what I'm getting from it. Here, I'll get back to it.
That's how I know now that you understand. There's no plan, there's no race to be run. The harder the rain, the sweeter the sun. There's no plan, there's no kingdom to come. I'll be your man if you got love to get done. Sit and watch the sunlight fade. Honey, enjoy, it's getting late. There's no plan, there's no hand on the rain. As Mac explained, there will be darkness again.
Okay, so the chorus, it's a pretty long chorus. It's pretty lengthy for a chorus. At least I feel like out of a majority of songs it's longer. At first I was thinking with the first line, maybe the chorus isn't gonna hit that great, but then he switches up his voice a bit for like the rest of it, and I liked it a lot more than what I was expecting. So yeah, so far I really like the chorus for this one too. Guitar goes back up. It's so like gritty sounding.
Let it hurt, let the awful song be heard. Bluebird, I know you beat, baby, but your secret is safe with me. Cause if secrets were like seeds, keep my body from the fire, higher, gardener for my grave. Your secret is safe with me, and if secrets were lake seas, when I'm lying under marble of flowers you'll have made.
Sorry for pausing it again. I learned the hard way. You have to pause fairly often, otherwise your videos get taken down. I try to keep it as minimum as possible, though, of course. Yeah, so there's a lot of bird-related lines, which makes sense because there's like that old saying about like freeing a bird from a cage. There's a lot of old sayings about like freeing birds from a cage is like a symbolism for freedom, stuff like that. And it definitely seems to be going for that, like, except for, again, I think it's freedom from yourself almost, or your own cage that you've built around yourself. I don't know exactly why or what cage he's talking about, like why they're putting the cage around themselves in the song. Maybe it's not specific, maybe it's meant to be taken in different ways, like everybody has their own cage maybe that they need to break free of. I'm not sure.
There's no race to be run, the harder the pain, honey, the sweeter the song.
I really like when he says that line right there.
There's no kingdom to come, there's no plan, there's no hand on the rain, there's Mac explained, there will be darkness again.
As Mac explained, there'll be darkness again. Who's Mac? I always love these guitar instrumentals. 9 times out of 10, they're always really good. This is no exception.
How big the hourglass, how deep the sand, I shouldn't hope to know, but here I stand. And there's no plan, there's no
This is a pretty long song.
There's no plan, there's no kingdom to come, but I'll be your man. If you got love to get done, there's no plan, there's no hand on the rain, as Mac explained, there will be darkness again.
Okay, yeah, I really like that one. I don't like it quite as much as the first 3, but I still definitely really enjoy that one. Again, I mean, I've talked about the meaning throughout the song, where I just think it's freeing yourself from whatever cage you've built around yourself. Yeah, again, I think it's a good one. I'm excited to get to the next one. Let's do that. Always starting strong with the drums. Okay, I'm already really liking this one, I'm not gonna lie.
You know it's 12 o'clock in Soho, baby. It's 10 o'clock where I wake up, I don't know. And I think about you, Lord, everywhere I go. And I've done everything, and I've been everywhere, you know. I've been fed gold, like sweet fools in Abu Dhabi. And I dance real slow with rockets on Dodgy Molly.
Are the Rockettes, is that a music group? Because that sounds super familiar. Either way, I really like this song already. Something about, I don't know, everything about it is really speaking to me so far. This is one that I'm definitely going to be listening to, and I've only heard the first minute of 3. This, I don't know. I'm just going to get back to it. I'm excited to hear the rest.
But I've had
It's giving me shivers.
Back in LA, if I had the choice between here and Illinois, excitement of $1,000, soothing of your voice.
Whatever that effect was that I used on that last line, perfect for the soothing of your voice. That was awesome. The people in the video are activists in Ireland that fought for marriage equality, one man, one vote, and advocates for refugees in Ireland, etc. Interesting. I knew that my viewers would come through with all the info on this stuff. Yeah, okay. That definitely puts a lot more context into that music video and song. Yeah, thank you again.
Over a burning Maserati. I've had no love like your love from nobody. I'd be appalled if I saw you ever try to be the same.
I love that line.
Fall for someone I thought couldn't misbehave. But I want you to know that I've had no love like your love. And on the other
What is that sound? I love it.
side, we deny the truth.
Nice instrumental outro, maybe? Looks like it. Okay, yeah, that one is definitely one of my favorites off the album so far. I mean, it's hard to say I have favorites when I've liked all of them, but I think it's the first three and this one are definitely my favorites. And I thought No Plan was good. It just isn't quite to as much like as I like this one in the first three, because I really, really like these ones. I don't know. I'm super excited to listen. I keep on saying this every time, but every time I listen to it, there's just more. I don't know. It just feels like it keeps on just being awesome. Let me get to the next one. Yeah, I think this is the last one I've heard, at least that I recognize. And this one is the one that I think is one of my all-time favorite songs.
All that food for $5.
So it's going to be no surprise that I like this one. Although I've never tried to analyze it or anything, I've just listened to it.
Remember when you'd sing just for the fuck of it, any joy it would bring.
This one makes me so happy.
And the look of it was as sweet as the sound. Wouldn't claim to feel the same we felt the first time it was heard. I couldn't name that feeling carried in that voice. Was it that or just the act of making noise that brought you joy? You don't have to sing it right. Who could call you wrong? To put your emptiness to melody, your awful heart to song. You don't have to sing it nice, but honey, sing it strong. At best you'll find a little remedy. At worst the world will sing along. Sing, 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 sing.
Something about that chorus and the pre-chorus, for that matter, is just it does make me want to sing so bad. I mean, I was a little bit. It's hard for me to hold it in when I listen to a song about singing, and it's one of my favorite songs. This song definitely has a special place for me. It flips my mood around. Whatever I want the meaning to be at the time of listening, I just kind of twist it to be that meaning. So it's like, I don't know. There's so many different things about this song I really love. I love the piano. As always, I love his voice. I like the message in this one where he's like, just sing for the fuck of it. Sing, and then later on he says, like, for the love of it or whatever. I love this one.
Remember when you'd sing before we moved to it, and we'd scuff up our shoes. Honey, the groove of it was whatever you choose. I wanna be your lover or the fisherman's blues.
Actually, no. I want to be your lover or the fisherman's blues. Those are in quotes. Are those like poems or books or something? I'm not familiar with them. Like, I've heard them constantly in the song, but I've never actually known what they are. Never checked before.
You didn't always sing it right. Who
could call you wrong?
Put your emptiness to melody. Your awful heart to song. You don't have to sing it nice, but honey, sing it strong. At best you'll find a little remedy. At worst the world will sing along.
I really love that line.
Who could ask to be unbroken or be brave again? Or honey, hope even on this side of the grave again. And who could ask it to be sound or to feel saved again? But stick around until you hear that music play again. And honey,
I Want to Be Your Lover, song by Prince. Oh, okay. I don't know actually a whole lot of Prince songs, but I do really like Purple Rain. I mean, that's kind of odd for me to say. I mean, everybody knows what Purple Rain is, so yeah, I do really like that song, just like a lot of people do. Fisherman's Blues, also a song. You don't know the artist? Oh, okay. Interesting. I just kind of figured that they were like some poem or book. Interesting to see that they're just other songs. Here, let me go back a little bit.
who could ask it to be sound or to feel saved again? But stick around until you hear that music play again. And honey,
I'm always curious what they're saying in the background here. I really like that choir too.
Remember when you'd sing just for the love of it, any joy it would bring.
Yeah, obviously, y'all can tell I really like this song. I say it constantly. I don't know if I have too much more to say on this one other than I love the message. It's like everybody can sing, and in the worst that what's the line? At worst, the world will sing along. That line hits so hard for me. I don't know, something about it. Yeah, I just really like this one. I'll go to the next one. Maybe this one will be a bit more on the acoustic side. Kind of sounds like country-ish.
There's a roadway, muddy and foxglove. Never I'd have life enough. My heart is screaming out.
He always references his favorite songs, artists, quotes from his favorite writers' books that break down as samples of Seamus Heaney, his favorite poet. Reading. Oh, okay. I was like, I was always wondering what that was because you can always hear it each time you hear that song. It's just always there in the background, but it's like since he's singing over it and there's all the singing and stuff going on over it, you can never tell exactly what it is. Thank you so much.
My heart is screaming out. And in a few days I will be there, love. Whatever here that's left of me is yours just as it was. Just as it was, baby. Before the otherness came.
The otherness came.
And I knew its name. Drug, the dark, the light, the flame. I set the heights of my baby. Its whole led the fight of my baby. The lights were as bright as my baby.
That line feels like a reference to his unexpected smash hit "Take Me to Church." Which line? I might have said something and just kind of forgot what I said, to be honest. Yeah, I like how this one, it just picked up with the violins at the chorus. Or you're talking about before the otherness came? Yeah, I'm wonder what the otherness is. He says the drug, the dark, the light, the flame. So something probably not great based on context. Curious.
But your love was unmoved.
I like how stripped back this part is. I meant at worst the world will sing along. Oh, yeah. I get you. I'm actually surprised that song isn't bigger than what it is. Again, that violin or whatever it is goes hard. He switched up the chorus this time around. Last time the drug, the dark, the light, and the flame, and this time it's the drug, the dark, the light, the shame. Huh.
It's hold at the fight of my baby. The lights were as bright as my baby. But your love was unmoved. And the sights were as stark as my baby. Cold, good as sharp as my baby, and the nights were as dark as my baby, and half as beautiful too.
I like how quiet his voice is at this part. I wonder what that continuous sound is in the background. That right there. It's got to be some sort of keyboard type thing. For a second, it almost sounded like if a bagpipe was transformed into a single tone. That's what that sound kind of was like. Feels like As It Was is a song from coming back from touring, having been away from at war. I definitely see what you're talking about there. It has that dark and gloominess of after war, what you think of when you're thinking of after war happened. Yeah, I definitely see what you're getting there. Yeah, I really like this one too. Again, I don't think it's not as good as some of the other ones. It's about on the same level as what was it? No Plan for me. Although this one is definitely, it's one of those songs that if you're in a more melancholy or sad mood, it definitely, I feel is going to hit better. I think somebody left a comment on one of my older Hozier videos or wanted me to react to Shrike. I think they said it was a bird of some kind, if I'm not mistaken. The baby is in the beloved in the song Significant Other. Okay, yeah. Thanks for the confirmation. My cat's here now.
I couldn't utter my love when it counted. But I'm singing like a bird about it now. I couldn't whisper when you needed it shouted. But I'm singing like a bird about it now.
Okay, yeah, so far this one's sounding kind of like a Bon Iver song, if you know what that is. It's like one of his older songs, not his newer stuff. His newer stuff is... I like his newer stuff, but it's weird. It's not like his older stuff. It's quite a bit different. Yeah, this definitely reminds me of like Skinny Love, or is it Skinny Lover? Some like that type of music. Here, I'm gonna have to be right back to move my cat out of the room because her bell is it's kind of loud and annoying. So I'll be right back. Shrike is a tiny bird of prey. It looks very cute, but actually deadly. Actually looks like the Angry Birds. It impales rodents and insects on a thorn to eat it. Oh, that is terrifying. Especially after the line, it looks like the Angry Birds. And then it impales the rodents and insects on thorns. That is pretty gruesome. I'm gonna go back a little bit to get to where I was.
But I'm singing like a bird about it now. The birds hung above,
That high note.
but never would fall. Like a cry at the final breath that is drawn. Remember me, love, when I'm reborn. Is a shrike to your shine in glorious thorn.
Okay, I see what you mean. As a shrike to your sharp and glorious thorn. So that goes back to your comment.
Had no idea on what ground I was founded. All of that goodness is gone with you now. Then when I met you, my virtues uncounted. Dragging along, following your form.
I love how he sings that part.
Hung like the pearl of some prayer you had worn. Remember me, love, when I'm reborn. Is a shrike to your shine and glorious
Yes,
thorn.
That's pretty catchy. I'm loving this instrumental.
I fled to the city with so much discounted. But I'm flying like a bird to you now. Back to the hedgerows where bodies are mounted. But I'm flying like a bird to you now.
I think it's interesting. He mentioned back to the hedgerows where bodies are mounted. So it's like how the Shrike would put these like insects and rodents on the thorns, on the hedges. Thankfully, y'all mentioned it was a bird because and like gave me the context of that, because that makes this whole song make a lot more sense, because these are all just a bunch of what's the word, like they all definitely rely on knowing what that is to like get the words across correctly. So definitely glad I knew that beforehand, because I definitely like this one so far. Actually, it's almost done, so I just certainly do like this one.
That's transformed, but you're grounded and giving and darkening scorn. Remember me, love, when I'm reborn. It's a Shrike to your shine and glorious thorn.
Okay, yeah, I really like that one too. I think it falls around how I feel about As It Was, where it's like you want to be in a different mood to listen to this one. It's not, this one for me isn't like an everyday song, but I like, if I'm listening to a bunch of laid back or like melancholy songs, this is definitely going to be there amongst like that list. I really like the metaphor that he's using with the bird, or with the Shrike specifically, throughout the song, to like talk about his love for his baby or significant other. It's such a pretty song, and I love the way that he hits those high notes in the choruses. Fantastic vocals on those. He does a great job with that. Okay. Oh, this one's sounding a little different. It's kind of giving me Spy vibes. Like a spy movie or something.
I'd be the voice that urged Orpheus when her body was found.
Ooh.
I'd be the immediate forgiveness in Eurydice. Imagine being loved by me. I won't deny. What's in my mind now? All the things I would do. So I try to talk refined, for fear that you find out. I'd be the last.
Oh, the way that he's able to change his voice and all these different like pitches and tones and everything, it's crazy. He's so good at that. So it seems like there's a lot of references to what I think Greek mythology. Orpheus sounds familiar. But Eurydice also sounds familiar. I'm not exactly certain what it's talking about, but either way, I mean, the song itself sounds amazing so far. This one's so sexy. Yeah, I can tell. I like it, how wide-ranging his sound is. Yeah, exactly. He does such a good job with that. It's impressive.
Last shred of I'd be the last shred of truth in the lost myth of true love.
Yeah. I love that background vocal that he does.
Mankind now dreams of. That's found in the last witness before the wave hits marveling at God. Before he feels alone one final time, there is the sea. Imagine being loved by me. I want.
Feels like Imagine Being Loved by Me is him taunting his fans who are already crazy about him. You know, it does feel like that. He's actually taunting me. Although I don't want to say I'm a new fan, but I haven't like listened to a lot of his like library of songs yet. So I think I would consider myself a fan. Maybe not like a huge fan like some other people are, but I don't know. I'm loving him so far. I like how you can hear his it's not beatboxing, but it's like an acapella type thing that he's doing with his voice. That's really coming out there at the end. So it seems like this one's talking about like, what is the word? Like, I keep on like losing the words right before I say them. Like, it's like got a seductive vibe to it. So it's like he's trying to, which seems to work out because you said this one's so sexy. Yeah, it's like he has all these seductive thoughts about a certain someone or like his fans as like a joke maybe. It's interesting. Orpheus and Eurydice. Orpheus the bard went through hell to get back his dead wife. Hades said he can have her again if only he doesn't look back to see if she's following him. Spoiler, he looks back. Uh-oh. I don't know. I feel like there's definitely a more deeper meaning to this one. And I'm just scratching the surface. Yeah, there's definitely some like seductive vibes going on here. Overall, I really like this one. Add this to the top songs on this album so far. I say the top songs. Pretty much all of them are the top songs. This album is just really good. Let's keep it going. I feel like it's worth mentioning that he's been starting out with like guitars, clapping, and like a good drum beat for like it's either every song or most songs. And I'm not getting tired of it. The way that he's like, it's like changing, it's because it's different every time, but it's also kind of the same. It makes the album meld together in a good way really well from what I've heard so far. And again, it doesn't get tiring. There's something special about how he does it.
When all the worst we fear lets fall its weight, when the gyre widens on and when the wave breaks, when St. Peter loses cool and bars the gates, when Atlas acts the maggot makes his arms shake, when the birds
More Greek references.
once atrocity is hoarse from voice and shame, and when the earth is trembling on some new beginning, with the same sweet shock of when Adam first came.
Okay, so again, it seems like he's mentioning more Greek mythology because Atlas. Was it Atlas held the planet, or he like held something above the planet? Something like that. When Atlas acts the maggot makes his arms shake. And then there's something, it mentions Adam, which I assume is a reference to Christianity, or like Adam and Eve. If I had to guess, I'm not quite certain. Again, his messages are pretty cryptic. It's something that I'd have to look into more afterwards to really get the full meaning of it. He has so much going on in his lyrics. He's really good at writing. Oh, this is where the title comes from, I think. I'm loving those background vocals. Love will be good to me. I love this guitar riff. The way that he has this pre-chorus set up, it's really is just, like, I mean, it's called a pre-chorus, but it feels like it just is like part of the chorus. Like it's just a really, or it's almost like there's two choruses. That sounds like stupid for me to say, but normally pre-choruses aren't quite this catchy. I feel like the pre-chorus isn't necessarily the catchy part, and this manages to have the pre-chorus and the chorus itself both be catchy. I'm not sure if I'm getting across what I'm trying to say well enough, but either way, the main gist is that the pre-chorus is good. Yes, he has so many biblical and mythological references. You were right in your assumptions. I like how he uses choirs like a musical instrument. Yes, exactly. He does so good at that. I don't know, that's just one of the, I think he was doing that in his new EP as well a little bit. Yeah, I definitely remember there being a choir because it really it hit hard when I heard it. Yeah, he uses the choirs to his advantage super well. It's awesome. He's singing this just right. Did I hear a little bit of like a church organ again? Wait. Okay, yeah, I'm definitely hearing a little bit. He references epics in the Bible, but also references trumpet and the refugee crisis here. I must have completely missed that while I was lost in the great sound of this song. Okay, yeah, I think I definitely see where that kind of comes in. That's something I would have to like look into more though, as again later on, because there's just so much going on. So in the outro, he was mixing in the choirs again, super well with his singing, as he always does, and it's magical. The next one is Dinner in Diatribes. Diatribes sounds right. I'm not actually sure. I'm sure he'll sing it though. Ooh, this one feels gothic. What? Oh! What?
Honey, this club is stuck up. Dinner and diatribes.
Diatribes. Okay. I'm so confused by this music video. Also, the way that the sound switched at the beginning. I wonder if that is, if like the change in music is specific to the music video or not. It's actually the front, the starting, like once it switched to the actual part of the song, from what I think is the actual like start of the song, the guitar sounded familiar, but then everything past that I don't recognize. So I wonder if I just like passing by had heard just like small bits of this song or something. Because like the chorus doesn't sound familiar at all, but again, that guitar at the beginning did. Okay, so this definitely seems to have more, there seems to be some explicit intentions here.
Honey, it's easy knowing what you do to me tonight. Tell me, man. That's the kind of love I've been dreaming
Ooh, I like this. That was almost like a little, it was kind of like a breakdown, but not really. Oh, it slowed down.
I've been dreaming.
This song almost sounds like it's two separate songs melded or molded together, because that guitar that just like came back up does not sound like it's part of what the bridge just was at all. It feels like they're switching a little bit back and forth between these two completely different vibes, and it's somehow working. I'm not sure how, but he's doing it. Oh. Oh, it's a s'more. What a weird music video. Was it still going? I thought it was over. wonder what happened. I have no idea what's going on in the music video. I'm completely confused by that. But the song overall seems to be pretty like pretty much in the seductive type lane, an explicit lane, if you catch what I'm meaning. Yeah, I like that one. To be honest though, I don't think I like it as much as the other ones on the album so far. This is probably, it might be my least favorite on the album, but I still do really like it. So don't get me wrong, I do really like this one. It's just not, I just don't like it as much as like all the other ones I've heard so far, which is weird because I'm assuming this one is a bigger song since it has a music video. Let's go to the next one. Hozier, Would That I. Would That I. Would That I. That's, I don't know, that's so weird to say. Oh, okay. I think I've heard this one before too. Not a whole lot though, because it's not super familiar.
I saw her hair like the branch of a tree, willow dancing on air before covering me.
Sorry for pausing it that soon. A willow dancing. I know in one of the other songs it mentioned the bough of a willow tree. Was that almost? I think it was Almost Sweet Music. No. That was to Noise Making, wasn't it? Maybe it mentioned it in both, because I know it's been mentioned several times, like a willow tree. Anyways, I'm gonna go back.
Willow dancing on air before covering me, under cotton and calicos, over canopy dapple long ago. True that love and withdrawal was the weeping of me, that the sound of this soul must be known by the tree, must be felt for the fight the cold, a fretted fire, but that was long ago.
I really like the guitar in this one too. It's so calming. Oh. I have not heard this part before. Okay, that was a pretty explosive chorus compared to the start of the song. I went from pretty calm to that explosion there. That's specific to the, it's specific to the music video, to the disappointment of fans. He says it's about the tediousness of parties. Oh, okay. So for the last music video, that does make sense, like a tediousness of parties, especially I imagine fancier parties. Can't say I go to a lot of those. That's good. That music video is almost what like I would imagine one to be if it was in like a horror movie. So it's like a really over exaggerated version of a tedious party, I guess. Yeah, I think the song almost would be better if it had the music video, this specific to music video part at the beginning. It was interesting. Something about it was odd, but it fit in. I don't know how to put it. But yeah, thank you for the info.
With the roar of the fire, my heart rose to its feet. Like the ashes of ash, I saw eyes in the heat. Silver softness, pure as snow.
I really do like how calm this one is, at least the verses. And this chorus just works. All the wood that I'd love is long ago, and he's just talking about like actual wood. All the wood that I, or wood that I'd, would that I. So that's probably where the title of the song comes from. Interesting. There I stood as you licked off the grain. What a weird line. Not sure what he means by that. Feels like this is the inspiration for the menu. Oh, you're talking about the last music video. This must be just loading in late for me or something. But that, funny enough though, that is what I was thinking. I was thinking of that movie, which is kind of why I mentioned like a horror movie of that. Because I haven't watched that movie, but based on the trailers alone, that's what I picture. Would That I is about his past lovers. Oh, okay. Thank you. Oh, I guess it says that at the top of Genius. Maybe I need to pay a little bit more attention to that. Maybe. Like, I'll go back a little bit.
Glows, all the wood that I'd loved is long ago. And it's not tonight.
Whoa. Okay, that's another banger. Add that one to my list of Hozier songs I love. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna be adding that one to my playlist, along with like every single song on this album so far. How many are left? Because there's only 2 more. That's kind of disappointing, to be quite honest, because I'm liking this so far. I'll have to do another album reaction / review probably on his newest album whenever that comes out. I'm not sure what the date is. I think someone mentioned it on one of my videos. I'll have to go back and check that. Okay. Yeah, really like that song. Let's get to the next one. More clapping.
I would shun the light, sharing evenings cool and quiet. Who would trade that harmony for sunlight, sunlight, sunlight? Whose heart would not take flight, trade the moon as acolyte on first and fierce affirming sight of sunlight, sunlight, sunlight. I've been lost.
There's the choir. Okay, we're off to a great start with this one. The way that he's already singing sunlight, 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 like in the verses. It's like the chorus is intertwined into the verses, from what I can tell so far. Which there's only a few songs that do that, and I love when it happens. It's something special when it happens, because it's not like an everyday thing. It's far in between songs that like directly, constantly like intertwine their verses with their choruses. And I love when that happens, because normally the choruses are like the most catchy part of a song. So when they do that, it tends to just make the whole song catchier. I like where this is going.
Pain, oh my sunlight, sunlight.
save another one for the mythological references, but it also references "Take me to church. My love is the sunlight. To keep the goddess on my side, she demands sacrifice." Oh yeah. Sunlight does not seem repetitive. It feels divine, like chanting and praying. I think you're right on that one. That's exactly how it is. Sunlight is also inspired by the Greek myth of Icarus. Okay, that makes more sense. He's really sticking with these Greek and like Christian themes. I like how he intertwines them in the music in a very they're not, it's not like they're super noticeable, so it's like they're not taking away from the song. Like, I don't know, it's really nice how he's doing it. They're very well intertwined into the song without it being like, oh, this is obvious what that is. Like, you have to think about it to like realize that. Maybe he like mentions it in like interviews or something, which is why it's so like clear to his followers. Or maybe I'm just not understanding it since it's my first time listen. Yeah, it definitely, I get the chanting thing though that you were talking about. It's something special about it. I really like the way he sings that line. With that light voice that he's got. Oh, it talks about Icarus. Sorry for pausing it again, but I think I'm finally understanding it a lot better. So like when he's saying your love is sunlight, it's like he's Icarus trying to get to the sun, where like obviously it even mentions it here, the wax that's holding the feathers on his wings together melts and he falls into the sea. So it's like he can't quite reach that love that he's grasping for so much. It's subtle but meaningful sprinkling. Yeah, exactly. It's how he sprinkles in these ideas of Greek mythology and Christianity. He does it in, like you said, a subtle way, but it's like great and meaningful how he does it. I totally agree with that. And the choirs hit hard. Again, there's like some sort of like piano or organ. I love the incorporation of that. I also like the that was at the end. I don't know if that was throughout the song, but it was noticeable at the end when it was like one of the only things playing. Death trap clad happily feels so good to say. That was such a tongue twister. Yeah, even I tripped over it a little bit. Death trad clad happily. Death trad clad happily. Yeah, it's okay. So I really like this song. It's probably like I have like my favorites on the album, and then there's like the ones that are still really good. I think it's with the ones that are really good below that. Like I think I was grouping No Plan and was it As It Was and Shrike maybe into that. I don't remember. I'm losing my groupings as I'm listening to more songs. This is a pretty long album with 14 songs. I think it's about an hour long too, and I think we're getting up on the last song after this one. Yeah, I really like the idea that he's portraying with this one with Icarus. I think it's really interesting. And yeah, again, I really like this song. Another great banger to add to the playlist. Yeah, I'm excited to see where this one goes. I kind of want to delay watching it because I don't want it to end so soon. But at the same time, all good things have to end. That felt really corny for me to say. Let's get straight to it. Are we ending it on a chill song? I really love the acoustic that's throughout this album.
All the fear and the fire of the end of the world happens each time a boy falls in love with a girl. Happens great, happens sweet, happily. I'm on faced here too.
Okay, I gotta pause this for a second. It's like he's singing through a fan. What an interesting choice of vocal effects to use here. I wonder if it's gonna be like that throughout the song, or if it's gonna like switch up at all. I don't know, interesting.
Wasteland, baby. I'm in love with you. All the things yet to come are the things that have passed, like the holding of hands, like the breaking of glass, like the bonfire that burns at our work in the fight fell too. Wasteland, baby, I'm in love with you. And I love to let love soon might end, be knowing it's aching, shown in the shaking. Lately, you're my wasteland, baby. Be still my indelible friend. You are unbreaking. Though quaking, though crazy, it's just wasteland, baby.
Okay, so far this song is really encapsulating the album. Like, I feel like a good intro really does do that. It's talking about like, it's sticking with like these love vibes, which is definitely present throughout the album. Some points at times it gets more into the like sexual side of love, while other times it's like it's talking about like exes and stuff. It's like it feels like it's all really shaped into this big umbrella of love and like having love for someone. I think more specifically a significant other. I'm liking this one. It's nice and chill. I think it's a good outro.
Wasteland, baby, I'm in love with you. And I love to let love soon might end, and be known in its aching.
I love that like piano in the background or whatever that is. The keys.
Though crazy, and stand to the sea in the absence of green.
Slowing down.
Are the dead of all things that I've seen and unseen, are an end but the start of all things that are left to do. Wasteland, baby, I'm in love with you.
That's it. That was a fantastic outro to a wonderful album. It cooled off a bit at the end, and it was just super chill. It leaves you with a sense of like everything's been completed, everything's been done. And I like the line where it's like not an end but the start of all things that are left to do, and then it goes into a chorus where it's like wasteland, baby. So it's like it makes me think of like there's a wasteland, and instead of being like pessimistic and looking at a wasteland and being like, oh no, what are we what can we do now? There's like nothing for us to do. Everything's gone. It's looking at it as like, look at all this space. There's so much for us to do. This is just the start of a new beginning, instead of like it's the end. That line is, it's such a, it's a simple line, but I think it gets across a big message. I feel like that's kind of, I don't want to say the album has a bunch of simple lines, because all the lines are really complex, but I feel like the album has like a vibe of like simplicity throughout it. Yeah, I really like this song. I'm gonna get into like my final kind of say on the entire album, I guess, which I was already kind of talking about. But so firstly, I want to mention, I think I did this in my first album review / reaction. I don't like using numbers to rate albums. I like to just talk about how good I think they are, since it is just super subjective. And I think putting a number on it really, it traps it into a it's like, oh, it has to be this or that. I just don't think that's a great way to talk about albums. But anyways, yeah, overall, fantastic album. Hozier killed it with this one. I wish I would have learned, or not learned, I've known about this one for a while, but I wish I would have actually like listened to this album fully a long time ago, like when it came out or something, because it's such a good experience. Although maybe it's better that I listen to it now, because I get to listen to it with all you, everyone really, and now I get to share my reaction with people that I hope will get some enjoyment out of it. I know I like watching reactions to music that I like. But yeah, overall a very good album. Again, it has that like simplicity to it, while at the same time all sorts of complexity, like a simplicity to the sound with the complexity to the lyrics. It melds really well. He switches between like these acoustic and like kind of like heavy hitting parts of the songs in like a really good way, where it's not like confrontational. It doesn't feel like it's really just like punching me in the face or anything. It feels really subtle, or subtle, not settle. Again, overall, really good album. I'm really happy with this one, and it leaves me wanting to listen to more Hozier. So if you have any other Hozier recommendations or anything, let me know. That'd be awesome. If you have any comments or anything about my thoughts on the album or your own thoughts, again, let me know. Anything about the song meanings, let me know. And if you liked this reaction / review, leave a like down below and subscribe. That'd be super cool. And thank you all so much for watching. I appreciate it.